This was really personal for you. Can you talk a little bit about that and your personal motivation for why this meant so much to you? This was the company you had to start.
So my personal motivation, I feel like the best entrepreneurs out there, they identify an opportunity in the marketplace and they see this white space and they go after it. And so for me, the white space was, I was very sick as a kid. So when I became pregnant with my kid, my first kid, I have two, but my first one when I was 26, I actually had an allergic reaction, and I hadn't had one in a very long time. And when I had this allergic reaction, it was to a laundry detergent. And so when I was looking around to try and find alternative products, it either looked like a hippie made it in their backyard, or it smelled like a hippie made it in their backyard, or it was literally 20 times more expensive and still looked like a hippie made it in their backyard. And I'm like, so this burlap sack thing is 20 times more expensive, doesn't really work, and it smells funky. So I ended up just making a lot of my own detergents because I was so freaked out, and my house smelled like salad dressing because most things, when you make your own detergents, it's like vinegar, baking soda, it's kind of it, lemon. And I was like, there's got to be a better way to do this. And that's when I conceptualized this idea of this company that can give you safe but effective products that are beautifully designed. I mean, why does it have to look ugly? Why does it have to look like someone, made it in their backyard? I don't mind burlap sacks. I just think when used appropriately, right? And so I wanted beautiful design, and I wanted it delivered conveniently to my door or wherever I was shopping. Coming from entertainment, I allowed other people to kind of write my story, right? If a magazine wrote something about me or judged me a certain way, if a production company wanted to sell me a certain way, I would just kind of mold into what they wanted, because to me, it was business. I needed to make the most amount of money. I was professional. I was doing my job. I was showing up. I was doing it and moving on. And I didn't care that people were short-sighted in the way that they viewed me, because I knew in myself or in my heart who I really was. Now in business, it doesn't really serve you. In business, you need to show up on day one knowing exactly who you are, and you can't allow other people to judge you or deter you. When people tell you no, I think you have to look at it as a way that you need to refine what you're saying and what you're doing. Maybe you just have to deliver it in a different way. So never look at no as the be-all, end-all. No just means they didn't get it today, but they might get it tomorrow. And that, I pitched this company to Brian Lee, my co-founder. 18 months prior, he said no, flat out. I'm busy, I'm doing something else. And 18 months later, I refined that idea. I pitched it to him in a different way. Timing was right, he became a dad, and he was receptive to it. So I think you have to persevere, be relentless, have your vision in mind, get real with what you're good at and what you're not good at, support what you're not good at in however way you can with expertise, data, and then stick to your guns and don't wait for tomorrow. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. And so the only thing you do have control of is right here and right now.